I wanted to be a lumberjack. Yes! A lumberjack! Leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The giant redwood. The larch. The fir. The mighty dust pine. The smell of fresh-cut timber. The crash of mighty trees.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
Nailed it. We have created the very prestigious Area Diesel Pause Button Collaboration Award, a spoof on the highly desired and regarded 100,000 subscriber YouTube play button, except the one that we're doing is a pause button with a little bit of hick influence. We're going to make it out of wood. We're going to use a piece of rusty plate for the pause button. We're going to collaborate with several small businesses and produce this plaque. But the concept is to promote the collaborations that we're doing, incentivize the other channels to want to reach out and to continue and do more and more collaborations. The lumber that we chopped down out in the woods, we're going to go in here and see Bryce Despain. Bryce happens to be the son of long-term Area Diesel Service employee Lori Despain. We're going to take these boards into the shop and see what we can do with them.
It starts down there, so you've got it where it gets size, and there's just a table saw. These are both molders, and these are both belt sanders. It just moves down the line, and then like all of our stock that gets built for cabinets is on that wall, on the other side of that wall, and all the cabinets get built up there.
So you build 1x4s in a bunch, put them in a pile, and wait for the cabinet guy to build the frame or whatever.
Yes.
So that shit's not necessarily for a specific cabinet order. He's just filling up the ammunition.
So like that will load, like if you're building a house and you need 100 pieces of casing and 80 pieces of base, we'll cut that exact. That's kind of my part. I go out and field measure everything, and so we'll cut those to order. But anything cabinet related that we're going to cut again, we stock it. That way these guys that build the cabinets constantly have material to pull from. Because if we're cutting an 8,000 foot of trim job at one time and then they run out of cabinet stock, man, it's kind of a bad deal.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
So the actual cabinet building guy is not making the rough stock, and the rough stock guy's not. So it's a
assembly line.
Henry Ford assembly line.
I'd like to think. Yeah. It goes through that machine, this machine, that machine.
gonna give her the old 180. The old butt fairing over there already give her the 120 and the 150. So we want her smooth, but not too smooth. Good enough for who it's for. We're going to give her a dose of lacquer-based sealer.
So when that dries, it'll get kind of rough, and then we'll buff it all off and then do it again. The second coat is what makes it smooth.
The pun is, when you watch our collaborative partners video, you pause it and you come over and watch us rebuild these components on our channel. The Area Diesel Pause Button Award. Show you the fastest way to bust a tap here. Alright, so it just plunge cut for the bolts. Now it's going to cut a slot to hang it on, it looks like. She's streaming. I think we already chucked one cutter. Smell it burning. Smells good. Little smoky. There you go, area diesel service and woodworking. Op 2 complete. We got a few more to go. You may have seen, or you may not yet have seen, the very prestigious Area Diesel Pause Button Collaboration Award. The concept is to promote the collaborations that we're doing, incentivize the other channels to want to reach out and to continue and do more and more collaborations.
And I decided to reach out to Area Diesel Service and see what they could do for me. So the backhoe runs great. If you need any parts, injection pump work, injectors, turbos, that kind of stuff, reach out to them.
If you guys don't know, we've worked with Area Diesel a ton of times in the past. You guys see their banners always hanging up on the wall. If you guys need anything, injection pump, injectors, turbos, engine rebuild kits, gaskets, whatever, you need to contact those guys.
We had a leak in the radiator, and Area Diesel Service hooked us up with a brand new radiator, and they solved our water pump problem.
So we pulled the injectors a while ago and sent them off to Area Diesel Service. They remanned them. They did a really cool video on that. I'll put that up here. So this, and then the plunger inside is brand new. Then they calibrate them and everything. So it should be pretty ready to go.
We just got a box in the mail from Area Diesel Service, and I think I know what's in it. All right, we got this thing out of the box here and ready to install. I do believe that the guys over at Area Diesel Service made a video about repairing this pump and fixing the carnage that I caused. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll definitely leave a link. Oh, look at that. We just got this turbocharger back from Area Diesel Service, and I am super excited to open this thing up.
One, thanks to Area Diesel Service who did the pump work and cleaned up my injectors and assembled them for this A3 Cummins I built for this thing.
This one, huge thanks to Kurt and all the guys over at Area Diesel. If you guys are looking at anything, fuel, turbocharger, injection pumps, injectors, I mean the list goes on and on. You're gonna be hard pressed to find anybody with or more knowledge or more stuff at their fingertips and just some awesome service.
And with the help of Area Diesel Service, we've already rebuilt the injection pump and the injectors and gotten an improvement on our power. We're still smoking a little bit, and I think addressing this turbo is gonna make a big difference.
So Area Diesel Service hooked us up. So they actually got a video on their channel of them rebuilding this pump if you want to go check it out. Any type of diesel work that you need done, I mean, they got rebuild kits from everything from 7.3 power strokes to, you know, D11 Caterpillars or whatever.
All right, got the pump back. I sent it off to Area Diesel. They had it to me in about 2 weeks. They're great people to deal with. So if you're in need of injectors or pump rebuild or whatever, I'd go check them guys out.
I couldn't be happier with the job that Area Diesel Service did on that pump. I can't say enough good things about them. I really appreciate that they reached out to me, that they let us come down and visit, tour their operation, you know, watch the pump rebuild, film everything. How many companies would let you do that? I can't think of any.
You know, Area Diesel, they know what they're doing, and I feel confident that they fixed the problem. I can't say enough good things about them. You guys need to check them out.
So before this guy gets put into the semi, once again, hopefully for a very, very long time, let's take a look at what an amazing job Area Diesel Service did with this pump. I mean, it literally looks brand new. They completely disassembled it.
Yesterday, as promised, my injector showed up for the 950. I sent them out to Area Diesel Service. Look at this baby. Woo-wee.
Is there anyone else I can reach out to?
Well, yeah, I would, first thing I would do is I'd get a hold of Kurt over at Area Diesel.
Talked to him on Friday. Part came in on Monday. I tell you what, folks, that is probably the best customer service I have received in the entire year. So, got to put it out there. Kurt with Area Diesel. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So yeah, thanks again to Area Diesel. And if you want to watch them rebuild this pump and calibrate it, I'll put a link up on the screen there, or just check out their channel.
So I first wanted to give a real big thank you to Curtis over at Area Diesel Services for getting my injection pump completely rebuilt and ready to go. There's a link in the description showing a video showing the rebuild process, and clearly the results speak for themselves.
For Area Diesel to take on rebuilding an old turbo like this is awesome. They stand behind their product. They have posted a very nice, fully in-depth video on rebuilding this thing. And I want to follow that up with, I think it's awesome that Area Diesel will even touch a 50-year-old turbo. I would challenge you to find another shop who would put the time and effort into a turbo like this. So kudos to them really on taking the time to look out for people like us. I'm sure many of you are still playing with and running very old machines that aren't very common.
So we are here at Area Diesel Service. This is who I've been talking about. These are the guys that have helped me already by giving me a bunch of advice and some parts. As you saw, they completely rebuilt this pump. Injectors, they seemed fine. The glow plugs were fine. One thing I will say is that not only were they extremely professional, knew exactly what they were doing, but they were absolutely easy to work with. And I absolutely loved that.
The first recipient of the Area Diesel prestigious pause button award, okay? We're going to give this to Mike from Missouri. This is our spoof and our play on the YouTube play button award, right? The 100,000 subscriber giveaway. The pun is, when you watch Mike's video, you pause it and you come over and watch us rebuild these components on our channel. So we will be issuing these to our future collaborative partners as we go forward. And Mike from Missouri,
thank you,
is now receiving the first one from Kurt from Carlinville.
You do bolt it?
Yeah,
you threaded it.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
And you're going to look at it in a year and say, this thing rusted. Well, it's supposed to rust because that's what all this junk that we're working on.
Yeah, no, that's good. I got some humidity in my shop. I'm sure that's really cool.
There it is, ready to rust. Starting your babbling bull. We're here with Bryce Despain of Will's Milling, and we want to thank them for helping out on this collaboration plaque. Bryce, tell us a little bit about Will's Milling and what y'all do here.
What we specialize in is manufacturing and sales of basically any finished wood product that goes inside a residential or commercial building, ranging from cabinets, doors and trim. We do sell multiple options of flooring. So basically anything post drywall, you can swing by and we can get you taken care of.
What type of area are you servicing?
So residentially, typically around 150 miles, I would say 80 miles in every direction from here. I travel that route fairly often. Then kind of commercially all throughout the Midwest.
If you find yourself in need of any of these wood type things, hit up Bryce, tell him that we sent you.